What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Dragon here. Hopefully you're all having a wonderful day, and we are back with some more Magic the Gathering Arena. Now, before we get into it, I'd like to go to the store. I'm a little bit slow on this, but there's a couple codes that if you guys haven't already done, you can go ahead and do. But first one is shieldsup. I've already done it, but it gives you a glass look for Teyo, the shield mage for War of the Spark. The other one is OneBillion, and it's, I think I heard it was actually from Wizards have had it where Magic Arena has played over 1 billion games, so they give you a free booster, a free War of the Spark booster. They should have given like 3 or maybe 5, but I guess maybe 5 would be pushing it. But you know, whatever, it works. Real quick, if you wanted me to look at Teyo, yeah, so the glass, it looks pretty nice. I think it looks pretty nice. I mean, I have kind of resentment towards Teyo, and I don't think it's because he's bad. I think he's pretty good, especially because it gives you hexproof. It's just his walls kind of suck. But I have a resentment for it because when War of the Spark first came out, I went to a pre-release event, and then I got a good deal to buy a 36 booster pack with a fat pack box, and we came out with like 7 to 10 Teyos out of that, and I'm just like, oh no, why? When the rest of them, you know, rest of the planeswalkers are better. Like Wanderer, I think, is better than that, or Samut. Wait, I don't even have her. I don't think. That's not good. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think she's even better than Teyo, I think, to an extent, because she allows you to look at the top of your card, and you have hasted creatures. It's pretty good. However, I guess we shall get into what kind of deck I'm going to be playing. Yes, you're getting a look at some of the decks. If you have any suggestions for any of those you would like to see next, go ahead and throw it up in the comments, and I will try to situate the deck the best I can for what I have for the cards, because I've mentioned last video, I do not have every single card in the game, hence why some of them are only 1s or 2s. But today's deck is going to be a mono black zombie deck, as y'all can probably see. Be an aggressive zombie deck, so this is why I have these 1-drop zombies. Hopefully getting them in my opening hand. Start doing some stuff. Divest, good. I think Duress is better, a little bit. But, you know, it's whatever. I'll talk about the sideboard after these couple of games, but Divest, you can help get rid of those creatures. You know, if your deck is running a little bit, if this deck runs a little bit slow, or you're going way too fast, and somebody doesn't have any creatures, well, you can stop them from continuously using those creatures. Spark Harvest is removal. I have 3 of them. That's pretty good, because this deck focuses on shoving things in my grave and brings them back out. I benefit off of it. So Spark Harvest helps early game, and then late game it still works. Doomed Dissenter, I mean, it gives a zombie token. Over time, I think he'll be removed. Eternal Taskmaster returns stuff from my graveyard to my hand. I mean, Lazatep Reavers are great 2-drop for basically a 2/3 body. I mean, separate, but you know, Aid the Fallen. I get to return a Planeswalker and or a creature card from my graveyard. It's mostly only used for the creatures, but there will be games where you'll end up using like Liliana, and she'll end up dying. So you want to get, but I'll talk about some more. Because Liliana, I do have her, I'm showing you in here, but I suggest maybe putting her up to 2 of these. So then that makes this a little bit more worth it, and I'll talk about some other things after games. Macabre Waltz helps return cards from your graveyard to your hand. It's very great. Finale of Eternity, I mean, returns all creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield if you hit 10 or more. It's cool. It's a removal spell, but I don't think it's worth keeping in here after a while. I think I might end up removing it. However, I mean, you might be able to pull it off if you had the Cabal Stronghold, which I'll get to in a second. Shriek Diver, I mean, I should put in a few more of them to stop the flying creatures, because this deck does get run over by flying decks. Spark Reaver to draw some more cards and gain life. Tokens I control have Death Touch. You know, Death Baron is another way to give all my zombies Death Touch and +1/+1. Gravedigger, allowing you to bring stuff out of the graveyard again. Herald of the Dreadhorde, Mass 2. Vraska's Contempt is a very good removal spell for creatures or planeswalkers. That's a tough behemoth. I throw it in here because why not? And a big creature. Need a big creature sometimes. And it was better than something else I had in here. Which, again, I'll get to after. Graves, I have 2 of them in here because my whole goal is to keep sacrificing creatures and then bringing them back and continue sacrificing creatures. So open the graves will just constantly give me tokens. And then, like I said, Liliana, very good for zombie tokens. And sacrificing creatures. Here's my mana base. It's got 23 mana, obviously. It's not a bad average for 23 mana. And then there's Cabal Stronghold, which I think in a mono black deck should be in there. I would like to get a few more, but I don't have any wild cards to craft them. But I believe that's it for that. So I will go ahead and jump into a regular play game. Again, I did for the last video for the wolf deck because I didn't expect the wolf deck to do very well. So I went, just before I started this video, I went into ranked with this deck because I've played with it before to try to get it to where it is and see how well it would, you know, and it's been very good. This deck works really well. However, I went in the ranked, played a couple of games earlier, and they just 2 mana the whole game, and it was in my opening hand. I mean, that's a good curve, really good one. I will go ahead and keep that because I play that turn 1, turn 2, then turn 3. We'll see what my player is playing. See what this guy is playing. But yeah, see if he puts out like a gate or something like that. I get 2 free damage on him. Yeah, unless we're playing another zombie game. Zombie deck. Oh, this will be fun. But yeah, this deck it works very well, and it overwhelms people. I've had a couple of games where I've put out like 3 or 4 creatures in one round, and they all had Death Touch, and people would just concede. So they didn't like it at all. And now here we go. Here's some more. Pumping out creatures left and right. Yeah. There's that. See now. I could attack I might go ahead and attack with both of those. He'll probably block my 2/2. But he'll die. And he'll get a token, but I'm kind of okay with that. I mean, I'm about to put out Spark Reaver, or Reaper, so I should be able to, I can block the 2/2 easily. So, there's that. I can't really do much about it. If I can get 2 more mana, probably put out Open the Graves and then start sacrificing things to draw more cards. Hopefully. We'll see what he does. I'm just hoping he doesn't have a removal spell for that 2/3. Because that 2/3 is going to probably be the only thing that's going to keep him back. Let's see. Now I can do Spark Harvest, actually. Sacrifice a creature and draw a card. Let's go ahead and send in the 1-tacker, because whether he blocks with anything, I don't really care. I will probably... a sapling. Yeah, I'm okay with that. And then I think... yeah, I think we'll sacrifice a creature. For that, and he'll get only a 1/1. So he'll be kind of controlled on that factor. And then I think on his turn I'll sacrifice my 1/1. I don't have a whole lot of amass in this deck. There is something I do want to add to this deck that I will show in the sideboard after. That really does something. But, we'll see. I just removed 2 of his creatures, so this zombie deck is working okay. It should be working a lot better. But it's just getting going. 1 more mana, I might be able to put out the Lazatep Behemoth. I think that might start scaring him. Enough that he might concede. I mean, I don't want people to concede. I don't like when people concede, because you don't get to finish out a game, or just, I don't know, games go too short sometimes. But, I think at the end of his turn I'm going to sacrifice my 1/1 to draw an extra card and gain a life. That'll be fun. Hopefully I'll get like a mana or something good. So I wonder what kind of deck you've got. Sacrifice a creature, planeswalker, gain a life, and draw a card. I will do that. Oh my gosh, that's pretty good. Now, I have 2 creatures in here. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is just place out Eternal Taskmaster. I'm going to go ahead and pass turn. I mean, I should have been aggressive. I should have attacked there. Dang it. Because if he wanted to block with his 1/1, he wouldn't have any creatures. But if he didn't block, I would have put in 2 damage. I mean, he probably would have dealt 1 damage to me next round, but whatever. Now, let's see. See, that's a Yargle rating to have. That was a Yargle. I figured as much. See, now I can't really do much about it. I mean, I could put out... yeah. I don't know. Hopefully I get out of there another Spark Harvest. I don't really want another Spark Harvest. Vraska's Contempt, maybe. It'd be pretty nice. But that's just wishful thinking. Let's just see what we get. That would be another mana. Okay, so. Do 6 mana. And 5 mana would return anything. Oh, that's not good. It's really not good. I think what I'm gonna do is put out Open the Graves and then block his 9/3 with my Spark Reaver. So I get a token back. But we'll see how it goes. That's that Yargle. That's not nice. It's not nice there. So, hopefully that's... Don't make it unblockable. That's something I don't want to see. No. Why are you saving your creatures? Just why? Just why would you be saving? Draw a card. I mean, I'm okay with my Lazarus Reaver being discarded. But I'm not okay with... I'm okay with my Lazarus Reaver being discarded, but I'm not okay with the Behemoth. It's a big creature. I mean, he might just kill it. This is not good. I was doing pretty good. Now I'm gonna get hit for 4. Now I'll discard that. And... I mean... he attacks. That's fine. Part of me thinks I should just attack with my Lazarus Behemoth. Now. Because I won't have enough to... I think that's what's keeping his Yargle back, is now the 5/4. No, he's gonna destroy it. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do that so he can't draw any cards. I'm gonna keep it in there so he can't draw any cards. Hey, 3. I mean, yeah, I'll probably block it with Yargle, if anything. I mean, you shouldn't have done that, but should have blocked it with Yargle. I'm gonna go ahead and put out that. Yeah. Let's see here. I wonder what he's got in his hand. Please don't tell me it's something that's gonna just stupidly blow this game out of the waters. Yeah. Hit me for 2. Or hit me for 4. I will discard a land card. Although, well, that's the thing. Zombie tokens. I have Death Touch. I'm gonna go ahead and attack with that, attack with... yeah. I'll attack with that. I'll attack with that. Might as well attack with that. And I'll pay 3 to return that back to my hand. So then he can't draw a card. Um, 8 damage right there. Yeah. What are you gonna block? I'm gonna assume you're probably gonna block either the 2/2 with Death Touch or the 3/2 last step with your 2/2. Yeah. I mean, I would've. The 9/3 should be used to block at least the Eternal Taskmaster. I think that's gonna keep me going. Good job. I still have a Death Touch token, so he can't even attack anyways. I would've. Thank you for killing him. Okie dokie. Now I get poked for 4. Again. I gotta get rid of that. I really do. Because I want to turn 3 clock right now. Yeah, I wanted to return that back. Oh, return that one back. That's just rude. That is really just rude. So I mean, what I can do is attack here, and attack here. Because I will get, worst case scenario, I'll get 2 Death Touch tokens back. Okay. Go ahead and do that. So I get I mean, okay, that's fine. Alright, so now I'm gonna discard a land guard. Yay! I kind of have something. Okay. That's not good. I have to get something to either kill that 4/3 or, I don't know. This is, ugh. Okay. I mean, do I really want to, or do I want to sacrifice it to draw a card? Yeah. Go ahead and just let it die. I'll end a turn. I think this is the only thing that's saving me from that thing right now. Yeah, we're doing good. That's, I mean, it's entering the battlefield tapped, I'm okay with that. I'm gonna get hit for 4 more. If I do not get anything like a Vraska's Contempt or removal spell, I am screwed. Oh, fine, I'll discard a card. Go ahead and get rid of that. I mean, I don't think I should have, but my turn. To the battlefield. Turn my Lazarus Reaver. Have that back down. I think that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do. But I don't think I win this. I think I lose. Yeah, because I don't have enough damage to kill him, and he has enough to kill me. That's not great. I should have saved, honestly, should have saved the mana. Really? You're gonna win like that? Really? Should have just attacked with your flying creature. Whatever. That's over. Oh, speaking of which, Modern Horizons. I will play another game. Hopefully it'll be like one more game. But since it's taking a bit. But speaking of which, Modern Horizons, hopefully you all have had a wonderful weekend with the release. I was able to go to a draft this weekend. Got some cool cards. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna go ahead and keep that. Divest first. I'm just gonna say that, or no, I'm gonna. Cool. I'm not paying for another draft that expensive. Which, I mean, is understandable because it's kind of expensive, but the guy to my left got 2 mythics. It was insane. He got like a. Okay, so now what do I do? Oh. Okay. I'm not even gonna question it. I guess I'll play another one. I mean, that's cool. I'll play another one. But anyhow, the guy to, I was drafting, the guy to my left got 2 mythics. He got the Morphond Boundless, something like that. I mean, I could be wrong in that first name, but I know it's the Boundless. It's a shapeshifter. It's pretty good for a commander. I want to get it for a commander. And then he got a white mythic. I can't remember the name of it, but you sacrifice it to make to where your opponents can't cast spells this turn. Sure. I guess I'll keep that. I mean, I don't really like that, but Ladder Worlds! Yeah! And then, of course, the same guy to my left, he bought a box afterwards and got both the first Sliver Mythic and Urza. And I was just like, dang it, I don't even have enough to get a box. That's becoming like that. That's rude. But it happens. But besides the point. That's besides the point. With the draft. Yeah, I guess I'll block it. I mean, this person will gain 2 life, but at this point, it's making it to where I don't lose any life. I really only drew 1 rare. I mean, obviously you get a rare out of every pack, but it wasn't the best on 2 of my packs. The second pack, for the first round, I didn't know what I was gonna do. I mean, I thought I was gonna go for a shapeshifter black and white deck, but second pack I opened, I ended up getting the rare sliver. I gave all my slivers haste. Haste and flying. So, you know, That was pretty good, I would say. So I ended up going with a Boros Sliver deck, which I didn't win much. I went 3 and 4 out of the 3 rounds altogether. I mean, Boros is not that great, and I think I lost this game. There's no way. There's just no way. Oh, well, yeah, there is. I'm sorry. I've got Vrax's Contempt. I don't know why I said that. Crap. That's not great. It's not good. But, I went 3 and 4. Some of the games I had, quite a bit of the games, were, like, really close. One of my mistakes cost me the game, I think. There was a point that this guy had a 6/5 creature, and I took control of it earlier on to try to thin out his deck. But yeah, that didn't really. I probably should have saved it until his turn. Honestly. Yeah, I probably should have saved it until this person's turn. But, oh well. There was a time where I was taking control of this 6/5 guy's 6/5 creature. And, I don't care if he buffs it. It didn't. I will pay 4. Because he doesn't need that. And that's the only good time that finale comes in helpful. Because this person now doesn't have any mana or anything to spit out quick. That's awesome. We're gonna go ahead and put out that. We're gonna put back one of these. We're gonna go ahead and put that out and deal 4 damage to him. But what I should have done when I took control of this guy's 6/4 is waited until the end. No, and there goes my 4/4. Whatever. I can care less. I should have taken it at the end, because I would have beat him easily. But, I mean, there's nothing else I could really have done there. And there we go. I think just because of Finale of Eternity, I might have won this game, but we'll see. I mean, we'll see what this person's got. They might have something bigger. Oh, or not. Yeah, Finale, I don't know. Now that I'm playing with it in real games, I might actually keep it in here. Just at least one of them, because they can change a game real fast. Go away. But yeah, my Modern Horizons booster draft, we got a lot of good cards. I ended up going with my mother, and she had gotten a foil Sisay Weatherlight Captain. So, you know, knowing what price that was, I was ecstatic about it. It was worth the amount for it of what I paid for the whole draft for both of us, which was fine. So let's open up this pack. Oh, look, more Lazotep Reavers. I've already got 4. I needed more of those. Always needed more of those. I don't think so, and I don't think so. That's cool. I mean, it's not bad. It's not great. I would have liked something else. Honestly, I would have liked a rare card out of that, but can't ask for more. So now for the sideboard or things I think you should probably add to this deck if you want to play it. Yes, same thing, but the sideboard is filled, so I had to put this in here. But this deck plays with the graveyard, and this really works really well with the graveyard, as well as target player losing 2 life. So I would suggest maybe throwing in 1 or 2 of her, making the Liliana the Dreadhorde General, probably having maybe 2 of her, and then sideboard. Dreadmalkin I had in here before, because it was a zombie, so Death Baron, I mean a Death Touch Menace creature can become pretty detrimental. But I took it out, I think, because I don't know. I just had a little bit too many things. It was working more out of the grave, and the Dreadmalkin didn't really seem to be... It doesn't fit yet. I mean, maybe if I add in 1 more Death Baron to solidify that Death Touch, maybe I might switch out, you know, get rid of both those. Removing probably one of these Gravediggers or something like that. Especially if I want to put in Gutter Bones. You can put in Gutter Bones in this, simply because, again, it has to deal with the graveyard and you keep returning it back. And if you have Death Baron out, it's constantly a 3/2 with Death Touch for 1 mana. Dreadhorde Evasion. I think this should be put in here, and I'm going to try to get it. Just because worst case scenario, you've got a 1/1 blocker. The second best worst case scenario is you've got Death Baron out that gives the Dreadhorde Invasion a 2 with Death Touch, so you can kill anything. But obviously, best case scenario, you know where that goes. It just goes ridiculously out of proportion, especially since Herald of the Dreadhorde in here, Vizier of the Scorpion, and Lazatep Reaver, they all give a mass. That's pretty good. Liliana's Triumph, I mean, I tried to put it in here, because it forces them to sacrifice a creature, is more removal. But they also discard a card if you have a Planeswalker. If you have more Planeswalkers in here for Liliana's, go for it. Put it in there, because it might do some good for you. Mausoleum Secrets. I mean, you're trying to put stuff in your graveyard, and this allows you to go look for a black card with converted mana cost less than or equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard, and then put it in your hand, but I don't know. Since you're playing with the graveyard so much and bringing creatures back, you're not going to get a big benefit to get, like, your Lazatep Behemoth out. You know, if you've got a Death Baron out, you can't go find... If you've got a Death Baron out, your Lazatep Behemoth will be 6/5 with Death Touch. I mean, 6/5 with Death Touch is overkill, I think. But hey, you know, there was that 12/12 dinosaur. It's usually what Vraska's Contempt was for. Speaking of which of that one, probably put in 1 or 2 more of these. Probably 1, because then it can get rid of those big creatures like that. Davriel. At first, I wanted to put it in here, just because it stops my opponent from doing anything. This deck was kind of, I'm gonna spit a bunch of zombies at you, and remove all of your cards, so it's hard for you to deal with all of my army. But I think he definitely could be removed from the sideboard and from the deck. Deliver Unto Evil. This is... It has more stuff to deal with the graveyard, to bringing stuff back. But it really gets benefited off of if you have a Bolas Planeswalker, so this probably would be better in a Grixis deck. But it's in there, just to be in there. Now, oh gosh. Next one. This. 4 mana for a 4/5 with Menace. Great. If you can pay 10 mana to get 8 2/2 black zombie knight creature tokens with Menace, you win the game. No doubt. You'll win the game. And I think you could pull it off if you had 2 more strongholds in this deck. You could probably put 1 of them in there as your big bomb, and you're just ultimate. You want to win the game, and then I'll win you the game, no problem. The next one, Is Liliana untouched by death? Great. All of the cards in this deck are zombies, except for those humans. But you know, I think if you put in this, you might want to remove the humans. But yeah. Target creature gets -X until end of turn, where X is the number of zombies you control. That's pretty dang good, especially for this deck. Another thing I thought of was this 4/2 Menace. I mean, with Death Baron, it could be a 5/3 with Death Touch and Menace. So, I mean, it's not bad. It's not great, since you wanted this to be kind of a quick deck, so a lot of your things are going to be in turn 2. Some turn 1 things, and then your turn 3s and turn 4s. I think this is a good enough curve is what it is. I have a lot of those low levels. Bond of Revival, again, another thing to return the things from my graveyard and automatically attack, but I found this one not really the greatest because it's 5 mana to return something already probably sacrificed. I mean, I haven't shown off how much this could work, but literally I've had a couple games where this goes in, Battlefield returns something like this back, and then of course I sacrifice this to draw a card, and then some things like Macabre Waltz come in and Aid the Fallen come in, and I return them back to my hand, turn like this back to my hand to go get this, and then this keeps paying for more to return my Death Barons, and it's just a constant cycle to keep going, you know, because this can return back this, and then this can get something else, and then keep doing that over and over and over again. So I think obviously with the Lilianas to just throw things in my graveyard and gaining life, and casting the zombies from my graveyard, as well as the other Liliana I have in here to return creatures from my graveyard to my hand. Playing with the graveyard is gonna make this deck stupid good. But that Bond of Revival I think is just too expensive for something like that. I need to pick this up. Wrap this up because this video is going long. Hopefully you guys will enjoy the longer bit of videos. I mean, my last couple of videos were 20 minutes. So if you guys like this longer video, let me know in the comments. And I will try to push towards these longer videos. But anyhow, the next one is God Eternal Bantu. 5 mana for 5/6 minutes. Great. Especially if you provide creatures and draw more cards. Really good. Cabal Stronghold, like I said, I would suggest putting in 2 more. Because it's a mono black deck. I think it'd be great. Or you could probably put in 1 more. And probably, well, no. Memorial to Folly, I think is really good. You can switch out a couple black mana for that. Basic black mana. Because then you can return things from your graveyard to your hand. More ways to keep returning stuff to your hand later on in the game. It's just endless cycle of zombies. If somebody does not deal with you quick, you are going to overrun them because you're just playing with the graveyard. And that's why I like this deck. This is probably one of my favorite decks. If not second favorite. And then of course last video I played is Wolfpack. I don't know. There's 3 decks in here that are all tied for the same. These 2 are, I think, tied. I will show off the 3rd one that I really like eventually. And I guess you guys will have to look through it and see what you think is my 3rd favorite tied. But I think that we'll go ahead and do the video. Again, if you like these longer videos, please let me know, and I will shoot for them. I will catch y'all later.